Hi there, welcome back to my channel. So today's subject is going to be about education, specifically educating kids while traveling. This has been a topic of recent discussion in our household because neither my husband nor I are educators. We've been really getting concerned about whether the kids are learning enough, especially our 4-year-old, because he was already in preschool and we took him out to be able to travel this year. We are wondering whether, he's getting as much as he would have gotten out of school from us being with him every day. So I wanted to talk about some of the things that we are doing to remedy that and give some tips that might be helpful to someone else. Coming from a home where everything was scheduled and coming here and kind of having to figure out what we were going to do every day and just taking things as they come is a very different environment. So we wanted to make sure there's some type of structure and make sure that we're educating our children as we go. So one of the most important things we started to do is to recognize the opportunities for education that we come across. So whether it is walking down the street, going to the mall, going to a grocery store, going to a play area or playground, whatever it might be, just recognizing that those are all places where you can gain education. So making sure that we ask questions, engage our children in discussion. So for my younger daughter, it's usually when we go down the escalator or go up the escalator, what number we're at. And for my son, it's usually asking him, what causes the trees to grow, or what does a tree need to grow, and just having some type of a dialogue going on as we go through our day, so that every opportunity for education we kind of take advantage of. We've also recognized that this is really useful when we are either in a long line or somewhere we have to wait. So if we keep talking and there's some type of discussion going on, there's not a lot of questions about how long is this going to take, or the complaining or the whining about how long it is, and the not wanting to wait. The next thing is that this is a fantastic opportunity to learn about geography. And so we are showing him a lot of maps, usually online, to see what city we left, what city we're headed to, the names of the countries around where we are, the country that we're in, where we came from. So explaining that we came from a city called Seattle in a country called the US, and now we are in Malaysia in a city called Kuala Lumpur, and we were in Penang. Just kind of making sure that he gets that there's a movement involved, and being able to move kind of helps him understand the concept of travel and then different countries and different borders. And honestly, I really hope that this helps ignite a will for travel in him. And one of the other things we've been doing is dedicating time for reading. And Mahat still sometimes says he'll read to his sister, so he'll read some of the things that he has already memorized to her, which is pretty cool. But a lot of the time what we do is we read with him and kind of ask him questions about what the story was about, what the most interesting thing to him, whether it rhymed or not, and just questions and see his responses. I'm more concerned about my son's education because we want to make sure that he doesn't fall behind, and we are teaching, if not more, at least the same as what he would have gotten out of preschool. For my daughter, we will teach her like we did our son when he was home at her age. And another thing is to use technical terms, so using specific terms for what you are talking about rather than oversimplifying something because you're talking to a child. So if we're in a playground, we use momentum to push yourself. So just doing your best to make sure that you don't oversimplify things because you were talking to a child. It helps to learn the technical things and just offer an explanation if they don't understand or quite grasp the concept yet, but with repetition and with context they'll understand over time. Of course, I am in no way an expert, and this is definitely something that will improve in time and more experience of travel, but I really hope that some of the things that I've said that helped our family will be able to help somebody else. And if you are thinking about traveling with small children, I really hope that this encourages you to do so, because there are so many ways to learn from the world that we live in, and it does not necessarily need to be in the confines of a school. Also, the immersion of a different culture or a different language or just a different place can assist in educating a child a lot quicker and with a lot more things that you just can't really achieve inside a classroom. That's the reason we wanted to establish some ways of making sure kids are still learning and getting the information they need while they are outside of that school system. And homeschooling or worldschooling, which is a term I recently learned about, has made me so much more comfortable just understanding that whatever we do, as long as we are intentional and we're trying our best to teach them, that they will learn, and that the world itself is going to be their school. So that has been honestly a weight lifted, and I'm really excited to be able to continue this as we continue our journey here. So I really hope this encourages you to take that step and travel with children. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any subjects you'd like me to discuss in the future, please let me know. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Until next time,